You've just made a simple request, and instead of obedience, you receive a blunt retort, perhaps even a fierce verbal pushback. In that instant, something inside you ignites. You feel your authority challenged, your ego bruised, and a label is immediately pinned on the child. Disrespectful. But let's pause for a moment. If we turn down the volume of our anger, what do we actually see? Welcome to the stage of individuation. In behavioral psychology, talking back is not an arrow aimed at you. In reality, it is the echo of a nation striving to declare its independence. Your child isn't fighting you. They are taking their first practice laps to find their own voice in this world. Why does self-assertion take the form of harsh words? The answer lies in a fascinating design flaw of human development. A child's linguistic ability often develops at the speed of a supercar, while their emotional regulation system is still learning how to walk. The child has enough vocabulary to express dissatisfaction, but their toolbox is completely empty when it comes to presenting it politely. This is an uneven battle within the brain. When the drive for autonomy surges, it crashes head-on into an immature capacity for restraint, creating the signal noise we call backtalk. Children are learning to use words like a sword, but they haven't yet learned how to hold the blade without causing injury. As an argument escalates, a neurological phenomenon occurs: Amygdala Hijack. At this point, the child's alarm center has seized total control. The rational brain, where logic and empathy are processed, is officially offline. Trying to use reason, logic, or moral lessons right now is like trying to send an email to a computer that has been unplugged. The more you fight to win the argument, the higher you drive the cortisol levels for both of you, causing the child's rational doors to slam even tighter. In this state, the child doesn't need an opponent to debate. They need an anchor to find their way back. If you join the verbal war, you unintentionally confirm to the child's brain, "This world is truly unstable, and even my leader has lost control." True understanding doesn't lie in what you say, but in who you are during the storm. In psychology, we call this containment. When you maintain absolute composure in the face of a verbal attack, you create a safe buffer. You acknowledge the child's feelings without being swept away by them. Think of it as a firm boundary wrapped in silk. You don't need to win the verbal exchange to maintain authority. Your present silence tells the child, "Your opinion is noted, your feelings are real, but this boundary still stands." When the child no longer finds an opponent to collide with, their aggression naturally dissipates. This is how you teach them to express disagreement within the framework of respect, not through commands, but through reflection. Talking back, if viewed correctly, is the seed of an independent personality in the future. A child who knows how to say no today is an adult who knows how to protect their boundaries tomorrow. Our task is not to extinguish that voice, but to hold the space quiet enough for the child to learn how to adjust their own volume. Do not fear resistance. Fear silent submission. Because true maturity always begins with a disagreement, guided by love and composure. In our next video, we will decode the mechanism of why children throw tantrums when rejected. I'll see you in the next video.